Alright guys, welcome to the stream. I'm working on my 3 motor challenge here on Oklahoma 4X map for PC. Currently I'm mowing my grass field, making sure I have silage to make TMR for the cows. I'm getting close to filling up the cow pen, so the thing with the animal pen is that I have to have at least one pen full and operational for 10 days, or upkeep. With it being full, I have to upkeep it for 10 days. So, and that pen has to be equivalent to an in-game pen. Has to be equivalent to the in-game pen. So, I'm using the Lone Oak cow pen. It holds 500. I guess is like a technicality kind of thing. If this cow pen holds 500, the in-game stuff only holds 200 for the large ones. So I guess if you only were to max it out, like have 200 cows in it for 10 days, that would be fine. But I've chose to fill it all the way up. So I'm getting close, and this is one of those challenges where, I mean, you can make it what you want, but for me it kind of boils down to same thing kind of over and over. It's not that thrilling, or you know um, you could do it however you want, really. But I'm just working the fields and the grass fields, just not trying to expand or anything like that. It's been really cool. The challenge has done exactly what I wanted it to do. I have 3 drivable vehicles, and that's it. I have a tractor, a harvester, and a semi truck. The reason I started this, when I took in the would play, I would go all out. Starting out with the game, I couldn't get enough. Couldn't get enough tractors. I couldn't have enough. I always had a couple of harvesters, a bunch of trucks, a bunch of cars. It was the bigger the better. Um, it's kind of, I don't know if I would call it an American thing or not, but it was like go big or go home kind of thing. And that's kind of how I played the game. And I started getting not frustrated, but it seemed like it would take a lot. You go through 30 vehicles to find the one that you want, if you're tabbing through them. And I've tried to get to where if I need a vehicle, I'll drive one to pick up the other. That way, when I take that one back, I have something to drive home in. A little more realistic. You're not just going to magically teleport from one vehicle to the other. Now, I'm doing this by myself, so I do have to tab, like, let's say I take a harvester to a field to work it, and it's going to take filling up that harvester more than one time. I mean, I could run across the map maybe to get a tractor with a auger wagon, or to get the truck to fill it up with, or whatever. I could probably go that route. But just tabbing through 3 vehicles is a lot nicer than doing 30 or 40. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I used to have a lot. I'd run a couple small tractors, for like for mowing, okay, or I'd have a tractor for mowing. I'd have a tractor for plowing, one for cultivating, one for baling, one for using the auto load wagon for picking up the bales. Um, then I would have a transfer truck hooked to a flatbed, for going around and doing production. I would have a transfer truck hooked to a box trailer, again for doing production. Um, I'd have a transfer truck hooked to a grain trailer for pulling grain out of the field. I would have a pickup truck that was a service truck, a pickup truck with a flatbed, pickup truck just for driving around for the heck of it. I'd have a Jeep because my wife and I we both love Jeeps, so always seemed to be a Jeep on the map somewhere, whether you saw it or not. There was always one somewhere. You kind of get the point. You'd have a Sadie, the cleaning lady, for cleaning up after your animals, or just for hauling stuff because you can use it as a wagon also. And so the challenge has really done what I wanted it to do. And doggone it, I wasn't intended on mowing this section, but it is what it is. Let's see. So I can't complain. This is done exactly what I wanted to. Go ahead and turn the GPS off. So and then I want to get done with this one. There's let's see. Whoops, wrong one. I'm ready to be done with this and move on to the next challenge because FS22 is coming. And not only that, but one of my other favorite games, which is American Truck Simulator, is scheduled to get a new map here in about 2 hours. And I'm going to want to play it. So it's getting to be pretty cool. Getting ready. This is going to be an exciting day today. So, the cool thing about this challenge is that I can run the speed up as high as I want, but I can't run it on real time. And the thought behind that was the little cliche of people saying, "Oh, there's not enough time in the day." So it, yeah. So it's just one of them rules that I was like, "Hey, let's do it this way." So you're limited to what you can get done in one day. Of course, mods were allowed, as you'll see right here. Even edited crazy mods. Now, this one's not too extreme, other than the fact that it has a wide pickup and it holds 1 million liters. So there are those out there, some out there that hold a lot more. And yeah, it's kind of like the one that has the arms. What's it called? A windrow on it. But I'm gonna mute my mic for just a little bit. If I see anybody come in chat, I'll unmute it. But my wife's on the phone right now. All right, I'm back. So my wife, her family has some couple members that have some serious health conditions going on right now. So just wanted to kind of keep that private. But she's moved to a different room, so um, if anybody joins in, I hope y'all hope everybody is having a good day, and hope that you guys are enjoying the game. Uh, so right there, if in the background you can see over there to the right, I have a cheese factory. Now, I I enjoy doing little studies in the game, right? Like different which cell points do better on which maps, or whatever. And I've kind of just in the back of my mind, I've always thought that when you work with production, that let's take for instance the cheese factory. So if you take the milk from one chain to the next, that you would get paid more for doing that. And I found that on here, that's not the case. Um, the milk on this map actually pays a little bit more than the cheese, which I found was, kind of odd. Um, but originally I put the cheese factory down. I was like, hey, that's cool. I got cows. We're making milk. Let's make some cheese, and um, it's fun to use. But it's just, it was kind of weird to see that the cheese doesn't pay as much as the milk by itself. Now, with that being said, this is not a production map. The cheese factory is a global company, or it's at least it's listed in the global company in the store. Um, but it is a standalone mod. So when you put it on the map, that's not necessarily a production map. You could probably expect that, but that's something I'm gonna start paying attention to, especially with FS22 coming out. Just kind of want to see the difference in things. Now, um, I've told myself that once I get the cow pen full, the only money that I'm going to allow myself to earn is going to be what I make off of the cows, whether it be the manure, the slurry, um, whatever. That I'm not necessarily doing this like as a dairy farm. Um, but I just wanted the crops to take care of the cows, and then use the cows to fund the $1 million that I have to make. Um, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and pick this up while we're at it, and we're gonna. Let me see. We're gonna have to have corn. We know that. Which I have a bunch of corn growing. Um, so let's check on that and see see where I'm at. Growth. So yeah, they're not. They're still in the growing process. So, but this 24 and 25 that I have combined together, that's all corn. I want to say 23 is. As a matter of fact, all three field, all those fields are. It's all corn. So yeah, corn and grass is all I've been growing. I did some earlier. The When I began the challenge, I was doing some that was different, some different crops. I want to say I did soybeans one time, and then I did it was either oats or wheat, maybe wheat. I can't remember. So the grass I have done. Excuse me, a little hiccup here. I've kind of used the grass to like fill in the space in between the corn being ready to harvest and going to sleep. But it looks like today I have some extra time. So we may do a challenge, or not a challenge, a contract, providing I have the equipment needed. I can't borrow any equipment, so I've got, because I don't think the corn is going to be ready before it's time to sleep. So let's go ahead and check out and see what kind of contracts we might have. Transport from ethanol plant to Route 66 motel. Miller speed. There's fertilizing. Quite a few fertilizing. Harvesting. I just want something to kind of fill in the time, so let's do this ethanol plant one. It doesn't pay a whole lot, and I just want something to fill in the time. Now the bad thing about doing transportation contracts is that you don't know what you're going to be transporting until you get there. So, ethanol plant to Route 66 motel. I can't imagine what a motel would need from an ethanol plant. ethanol plant. Let's go ahead and let's hook up to this trailer. Be my luck, I'll get down there and it won't be what I need. So we'll pull up the whole map and see. Great Plains ethanol. Whoops. Okay. Should have pulled out the other way. I can't remember. I should have went down to the next road. If I remember correctly, there's is it a stop sign down here? Yeah, here we go. I'm not sure on this one. We'll just run up over here and come down, no, because then we have to cross the highway. So yeah, wow, I'm not sure about how to get into that one. Okay. Well, all else fails. Just try it out. I could go around. It's not letting me select that. So why? Oh. Am I gonna have to pick stuff up with a tanker? Nope. There's crates there. And is it only 2? Alright. I had to find the right had to select the right pallet to pick up. Okay. Wrong way. I thought it curved back around the other way. Okay. Hotel. Oh, let me well, there's not going to be any traffic coming, so I can just stop, but So let's see where the hotel is. It's down here. Here, we'll tag the gas station. We will tag the gas station. I think we will go this way down to the main road. There's another. This will take us down to another main road. We'll just get behind this truck, and we're just killing time more or less. So, hey Harley, how you doing? I'm not gonna go barreling around cars and stuff like that. I'm just kind of chilling, working on this 3-motor challenge here on Oklahoma. I've got the corn next to harvest, and it's not going to be ready before the end of the day, so figured I would do some contracts to kill the time. Alright, that's not the main road. So I don't know what it is that I'm hauling, but I had to pick up 2 pallets at the ethanol plant, and I'm taking it to a hotel, which is it's a little sketchy. I don't know what an ethanol plant would need with in a hotel. It doesn't make, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. And I couldn't tag the hotel, so I had to tag the gas station across from it. So I don't typically run transportation contracts. A lot of times I'll use alright, let's ease over. I'm getting close. I'm getting closer. Is that going to be the hotel right there? That 2-story building? So let's make a left right here, and then we will pan out and see. I think it's right there. Yep, there it is. Okay. UBY. Transport finished. Let's get paid for that. So how's Harley doing today? Collect. Don't want that one. What would be in the general area of where our farm is? So 20s, 38, 42, 43. I bet 42 is probably going to be one of the higher pay ones. Let's see what's in between 38 and 40. 39 is fertilizing, so let's take that one. We still have 3 hours left in game, so that may end up being almost perfect. YouTube removed my comment. Well, that's not good. Bad YouTube. Okay. That's the main road, I think. So what's with all the challenges? Want a real challenge? Back up a dolly trailer. I hear you. So I don't know. It was just something I kind of got into. Thought it'd be cool to, because the whole time I've been playing, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed just playing the game, but you kind of get stuck in. Okay, I'm gonna buy some equipment, start a farm, or I start a farm that's already got equipment. You play it, and you're just doing the same thing over and over and over. So the challenges was a way of mixing it up. Somewhere I saw a video. I think it may have been Farmer Cop. Someone did a video with different ways to play the game, and I was like, wait a minute, there's more than one way to play this game. I thought it was farming, and so I watched it, and it was some good ideas, and somewhere I stumbled across Bruce. Now, when I watched that, I ended up going to like Alien Jim's farm and doing the little like transportation stuff. You buy something here, go sell it here. So that was one thing I took from that video. And then there was something else I did for a little bit. A start from scratch kind of thing. Still doing the same repetitive way. Okay, so what would be a way of changing this up? So let me explain this challenge. I don't know if you know about this one. So this is a 3-motor challenge. Okay. When I first started playing, and this was more kind of a challenge for me. when I first started playing, I would get I'd get two harvesters, right? And I would get three different trucks. So if you look right now, I have three different trailers. All right. Right here, I've got the two grain trailers, and then this flatbed. So I'd have a truck hooked to each one of them, right? So instead of unhooking from one and hooking up to another or whatever, I would just tap from one vehicle to another. And fertilizing, I would take and have a harvester. Each one of these trailers right here would have a different tractor hooked to it. You know, it was just crazy. Way too much stuff. So I tried to come up with a way. I did the challenge as a way of limiting myself to how much stuff I used, and seeing how low I could go. Right. Um, I feel like it could be done with two, just a harvester and tractor, and that's all you would need. Uh, so this challenge was just a way for me to get away from having so many vehicles. I may be farming the same way, but I'm not a farmer. Um, I don't know how to do stuff. I'm open for suggestions. Now, I thought that I took that contract. I don't need nothing super high. And then, let's see, what's the other challenge? To beat the Reaper. I'm going to try and do something different with Beat the Reaper. So I hit X, but where did they go? They're supposed to go to the top, right? Hmm. You just play the game. So, how do you change it up? 43. 43. I don't understand. I chose 43, but 43 is not highlighting. Contracts. Okay, now it's active. Field 32, so we'll go harvest. Another thing that I'm working on trying to change up was like the equipment that I use. Um, and I was thinking about this with before Rusty made the suggestion of trying new things. Um, I had I was using all these crazy mods. Good morning, Blur. Hey, Rusty, how you doing? So I was using all these crazy mods, right? Um, Crap, I should have just parked the tractor. The I had a what is it? Agco Ideal. Is that right? And I edited it. Well, I start doing root crops, change my equipment and whatnot. Then yeah, go on from there. But this game keeps me pretty busy. Um, I just kind of set a goal, and then once I reach that goal, I go to a different map or something. So this right here, where's the one that holds 1 million? That one's 100,000. So this ideal mod right here, I edited it to hold $1 million because I don't like coming out of the field. I don't like unloading. I'd go in, harvest the field, and go sell the crop and go on. So that was kind of, to be honest with you, it was kind of getting, like you said, it's the same old, same old. So what I've done was I've started using this actual flow, right? And I haven't edited it at all. It holds 26,780 liters. But I'll have to bring a trailer over and start unloading. And in the back of my mind, I'm trying to see. I'm not a realistic player by any means, but I'm trying to see how realistic I can go. Right? Field 32. Need to find out where I'm going. So that's one way I'm trying to change it up. 32. Oh, so I'm going right by. All right. And then I'm trying to. I don't do that. I had a 1,000 plus hours on Welker's lapping out and changed that map completely on call. Oh, so you just kept the same map and redid it that way. Now, maybe it's my attention span. There's just so many maps that come out that you'll watch somebody play and be like, oh, that's cool. Let me go check that out. So I don't really stay on maps too long, I guess. Now I got a video series I'm going to be using on the same map. That it's actually just down this road right here is where I'm building the farm at. But I'm going to be incorporating farm sim, American truck sim, and maybe flight sim into. I don't know about the flight sim. I used it when I moved, but then when I went back and watched the video, it was like I did too much American Truck Simulator in it. It should have been an American Truck Simulator video. So I can't just leave a map unless that map is really good and offers something different, right? I have 300 hours on Oklahoma now. I'm enjoying it. Cool. So there's my cornfields. I combined two fields together right there. And then I have corn in this field to the left. And then there was one back there that we've already passed that is a cornfield as well. And you'll see, like, I'm not, as far as me not being realistic, I don't do the 6 miles an hour. Um, but I am willing to use a combine that, holds less. Um, I'm trying to get away from the big, heavy, bulky, this tanker holds a lot, this trailer holds a lot, stuff like that. The capacity was usually the biggest thing that I went for. Um, so now I have toned down where this does 19 miles an hour. Um, I could go in and change it to where it'll do 24. Um, but it's a modded header, so the header allows me to do 19. Usually, I would make it to where I would do. I would just ignore that, and I would go 24 miles an hour. What you doing different with Reaper Challenge? What am I doing different with the Reaper Challenge? Um, so with the Reaper Challenge, I my equipment is pretty much just going to be base game stuff. Okay. Uh, I streamed my list for that. And my mods that I use the most are script mods because they will allow me to go fast. Uh, I can have my wife ride with me when we play together. Where we can both be in the same harvester, or we can be in a truck, doing a transportation thing or whatever. Um, the mods that I'm going to be using are just script mods. Now, I mentioned a 12-meter header, so I'm going to be limited to using a 12-meter header instead of something bigger or smaller. Now, the reason I do that is because, well, that's not really going to be different. But I'm not going to be using any mods as far as like edited mods or something downloaded, downloaded mod. It's all going to be script mods for the most part. So that's going to be a huge difference for me. Yeah, everybody in their videos, they did like tractors or trucks or plows or um, what's the little thing you could put on a vehicle that has a hitch that allows you to have a PTO on the front of a tractor that normally wouldn't have a PTO. Everybody, a lot of what I saw was physical mods that you would actually use, where mine's pretty much all script mods. So like I wouldn't even be able to use this tractor right here when I do mine. The only physical mods that I'm going to have is a cow barn and Missy B slurry pit, and then the bell cell point. So I'm not going to be making a whole lot of money when I do I don't think. I think other people are going to be able to do better than what I'm. Yeah. Yeah, you had some interesting mods in yours. So 80%. And then with the video series I'm doing, I'm going to be doing, there's going to be, I'm not going to say a lot, but there's going to be production involved in it. Not necessarily uh, the, I don't want it to be, like I'm constantly doing production type stuff. Um, but production will be involved, whether it's um, let me see, whether it's planting the crops that I need for different chains, or if it's let's see, that's not a big, yeah, it may be more than 60,000. Let's use this trailer. I may have to take wheat and drop it off at a plant, but that or I may have, on occasion, I may go pick up a load of, let's say, sugar and take it to a Coca-Cola plant or something like that. Um, I'm going to try and limit myself to how much of that kind of stuff I do. I want it to be more about farming, which I think I've kind of, um, sometimes I get away from that because I love doing production, and I really enjoyed taking a truck and going and picking up stuff and moving it around, that kind of thing. I did a lot of that on Delta Junction. I didn't really do that much farming other than what I needed for that challenge. So I'm trying to get away from all the driving around and concentrate more on the farming part of it. So now, whether or not I'm able to stick to that's a different story, but that's what I have in the back of my mind. Hey Aiden, how you doing? Um, and some of the stuff that you're seeing me use right now is new, is actually new stuff, um, that I haven't typically used in the past. Now I can go through. I have a mower that, um, the front of it has a real wide cut, like wider than what the actual mower is. It's a edited mod, and the baler that I used, and I actually have that baler on my on this map, but I'm not using it. The baler, if I cut, let's say, 1,000 liters of grass, the baler is going to give me 5,000. It's like it multiplies what it's picking up, and I used that thing for the longest time. I can't remember where I got it from. I know I didn't edit it because I don't know how to edit a multiplier into it. I don't know if that's the right term or whatever, but it was like a money cheat, and I didn't want this to be um, I didn't want to be this to be a money cheat. So it's just been sitting over there this whole time. I actually am using a trailer to pick up the grass, and I'm putting it into a fermenting silo. So that's a new process for me. Um, that's a change. This trailer right here, I have a little. I have a yellow one that I use, that will hold, and it's a smaller trailer. Typically, when I used it in the past, I would do the option for, it's 1.6 million liters, I think, is what it holds, right? So I did use it on this one, but I have it at 250,000, which is what you can get. You can get trailers off the Mod Hub that hold that. So, and it's going to be the last time this gameplay should be the last time that you see me use that mod. I want to push my limit as to how realistic I can play. So there's going to be some exceptions to that, but for the most part, I want to downsize, and how real can I get and still be happy and have fun with the game. So here in a minute, Rusty, I'll give you a list of the mods. I'll read them off to you. What I have written down as like the little notes that I went by when I made that video or when I did that stream, because I tried to plan it out a little bit. And I could probably do it. Let's go 90 degrees. So Rusty, I haven't been sharing my stuff. I'm not the type of person to try and bring attention to myself as like that. And then I didn't share it because a lot of what I saw was people doing it at console. I didn't know if it was something that was available to just everybody or just people on console. I didn't want to share it and make people feel like, hey, I'm jumping in on their thunder or anything like that. And I've watched quite a few videos on different things as far as building a YouTube channel or whatever. And I'm not sure. So one of the things that makes sense to me is not to post it on social media. So with that being said, what is actual social media as far as posting stuff on? What do they mean by that? The reason they say that is, trying to find my note. The reason they say that is that if you post it somewhere And there's people that, let's take Matt for instance. I know Matt has made some cooking videos. So if he's got people on his friends list or whatever, and I post it so he can see it and he watches it, and because he watched it, somebody that likes cooking stuff watches it. It confuses the algorithm, and now it's being shared with people that like cooking stuff. So I'm kind of at this point too new to really understand where to post it and where not. So I'm just not one to jump up and say, hey, look at this, look at what I did. I'm trying to let the algorithm work the way that it is designed to work. That's typically why I don't post stuff. I may talk about it in chat, like, oh yeah, because the conversation's going on, and be like, yeah, I posted a video about that, so I may mention it that way, but yeah. So the mods that I use, one of them is called Sim Dashboard Interface. So it allows me to use my tablet with Sim Dashboard, and it acts it acts like a button box, kind of like a what's a side panel, right? So, but the difference is, let's see here. So you see the screen right here, right? Farm Sim Guy has developed, and I'm not sure if develop's the right word, but he has edited screens for Sim Dashboard that look just like the ones that are in John Deere's. Okay, so there's one for guidance steering. Let me scroll through them real quick. An active run page, which is just like your normal operating stuff, your RPMs, your speed. There's buttons on there for hooking up a trailer, turning on the harvester, turning on your equipment, your headlights, turn signals, your differential settings are on there, fuel usage, cruise control, all this stuff, right? And if you scroll through, then he's got some that there's one that has a harvester, and it's like a picture of a harvester. So if you touch where the header is, it'll, let's see, raise and lower header. So on that screen, I just touch that header in that picture, and it raises that, right? If I want to make the pipe come out, I touch the pipe, and the pipe goes out. So it's like it gives you a level of submersion that you're not going to get with a side panel, or it's like a next level kind of thing. Now, along with that, I also use a program called Touch Portal, which is like a Stream Deck. So it's customizable buttons using a tablet, which, tablets in tractors and harvesters and stuff is a real thing. So I'm able to program these buttons to do whatever I want. It's just like your keybinds. So those are my first two mods. The second one I grouped up 12 meter header and chop straw. Okay. So if we look, if I go to the map, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in on this. Go to soil composition. So it's not going to show up because it's a contract. But if you look over here, you can see where these are blue, right? And I'm trying to think of what I did as to why they're not the dark blue. Oh, because I collected straw the last time. So I use the thing where when the straw comes out, it it stays on the ground and it turns into fertilizer. So with the 12-meter header, that's almost perfect to the width of the swath or the straw that's coming out the back, so that I don't have little lines where the stuff is missed. So it's not a specific mod other than it being a 12-meter header. And then universal passenger, like I won't be using that at all because I play with my wife and sometimes we ride together when we do that. It's just something that we enjoy doing. The adjust working speed and the real speed limit. Now this header is a bad example because for one, the header itself lets me do 19 miles an hour. So there I'm at 19. So if I hit Alt 0, it should be able to go up to 24 now. Right? So it will ignore the header speed. And I'll leave that on so for the next go round. Pipe out. Yeah. What's next? So the next group was a bell sail point, Missy B's slurry yard, and a 500 cow pin. The cow pin has always been kind of like my go-to moneymaker. If I have 500 cows and the pen is full and I use the slurry pit, I can make $250,000 every day just from the cows. So I did a lot on a couple maps. I've done a lot of trucking. I put down a bunch of cow pens and all I did was buy the feed and kept it running that way and enjoyed it, but it was more of a trucking aspect than a farming aspect. But anyway, course play, because I really like using course play. It's just all there is to it. And then the info menu and global company icons. When the little thing down there that looks like a little picture of a oat plant, I guess, I don't know, stem, whatever. When it didn't have color to it and it didn't say oat down below it, or the menu, like if I wanted to go find, okay, how much does this cost? How much can I make? By those being changed to where they have color and the words being underneath it was a game changer for me. So, and then last but not least was easy dev controls. So those are the mods that I use. Like those are my go-to top 17 mods. Truth be told, I could probably use any tractor and be happy. I don't have a brand specific. As long as it does the job that I want, that's all I ask. So let's see, it should go 24 miles an hour now. Yeah. So then if I take and I hit Alt 0 again, it should go back to 19. Yeah. So if the header only lets you do 6 miles an hour, then you would be doing 6 miles an hour. So the after watching real YouTubers, like real farming YouTubers, I've realized that GPS is a real thing. I use it a lot when I play. Uh, so that's kind of one realistic aspect that I kind of have started doing. And I'm actually using that more than, what is it? Courseplay. I actually enjoy using GPS more than Courseplay. The Courseplay allows me to, you can do two things at one time, but it's kind of like hiring a driver, but you're telling them how you want them to drive type thing. But the GPS is that you're still, you're still driving the tractor, or whatever you're doing, you're still driving. But it was just cool to see that was an actual real thing, and so I've learned how to use it. But that's how I'm that's how I'm doing my Reaper challenge. So the 12-meter header will probably be the one that I'm using right now. That's the only implement that is on my list, I think. And it's not a specific one, it's a specific width. So, and I'll stay true to that. Whoops, I hit the button too soon. And I don't know if anybody's going to have a problem with that, because I didn't specifically list a header, right? So I'm not putting my name in the pot anyway, so it shouldn't matter. But as long as I use a 12-meter header, that's what I put in my video. And sometimes I use a webcam to where you can see the little screens and stuff. I'm kind of set up like I would be sitting in a tractor with two tablets, button box. The joysticks I have unplugged. I used to have two joysticks that I used. One of them's still here. I just haven't unmounted it, but it's unplugged. And yeah, it's pretty neat. I'll the next time I stream, I'll try and remember to plug up the webcam. So let's take, it's 5:42. Let's take this back. LBNA, is that right? LBNA. Yeah, select tool, LBNA. We'll take this back and then we'll deliver the oats. And then also, I, you know, somebody says that when you talk about doing the same thing over and over, isn't that what a real farm does? So Larson Farms on YouTube, a real great channel. I started watching them, I don't know, half a year ago, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, something like that. I was watching them before I actually started playing this game. Um, the main guy in the video is Chet. Now it has evolved to where it's Chet Big Swede and Chet's dad Duggo. It's a family farm. Chet's wife passed away from some type of cancer. I don't think that I ever heard what type of cancer she had or something, but she passed away, and then they've hey Bruce, how you doing? Look, ATS will be in 45 minutes, or the map will be, you can download it in 45 minutes. So they do soybean and corn, which is what they do. They do soybean and corn every year. I think they change fields, as far as one year they run corn in this field, the next year that field will be soybean, something like that. I think they change the fields, but that's what they run. So, and they have the same amount of fields. Very seldom, I don't think they bought any new land since I've been watching them. They have, because of their YouTube channel, they have had some different equipment that was demos that they got to use for X amount of hours, or they got to use for one season, or whatever the case may be. But because of their YouTube channel, they were able to, Case and John Deere and stuff has reached out to them and like, hey, we want you to try this out, get some exposure out there, because some kid somewhere, and we could use, God, what's his name from the squad, play the video game, decide that he likes it, thinks it's cool, wants to become a farmer, and because he saw so and so using this particular piece of equipment, he wants to go get it, right? And they've stated that in the video. I think that's what Millennial Farmer does. Welker Farms does. I don't think there's a Laura Farms that's pretty cool. I don't think they have any demos, but they're a good channel also. Yeah, Grant. What am I doing here? All right, I got to find where that goes. Silly. Schroeder and Grain Company. So, to me, doing the same thing over and over and over, that's part of farming, isn't it? I mean, I don't know how real farmers change it up. Something breaks down, they either fix it or buy something new, but what do you just not repair your equipment and let it break and then get something new? I don't know. Oh, and I'll pull it out. Oh, well, at least they stopped. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to pull out in front of you. So. So I don't know, for me it's like, what do you do? Just play the game and just go on. The diversity of this game is just unbelievable to me. Like, it's crazy, you know. Um, yeah, I've done logging. I've done mining. Um, sorry, I had to leave suddenly. That Blur was having a private chat. Private chat. No, no. What's their name? Harley was asking me. Had made the comment about I just doing the same thing over and over. So no, I was just chatting. Yeah, and I was actually having a chat with you, Rusty, telling you what my mods were. Yeah, I see how you are. Just leave when I'm sitting there talking to you. I had to pull over because I'm looking at the map. All right, let's not hit that pole. Ooh, I don't think I've been to this one yet on this game save. Brakes! Yeah. Go ahead. It's just, I just went down a list and told you what I used and why I used them. So that's it. It's all in that video. But the video's longer. I get to rambling sometimes, and I get that honest. My mom had to get the gab, and I inherited that. So I will take it with a smile. I just ramble on sometimes, you know. Ooh, how you like that? Break? He don't care, Blur. He's on console. Yeah. Contract on build 22. Plus I made 22 grand. Alright, let's go spend some money on some cows. And it should be about time to sleep. And we'll take care of the animals when we wake up. The cows. Oh, and I've already got my next cow pen picked out, so it's getting the manure out of it is a little bit tricky, but yeah, it's a nice cow pen. Yeah. Yeah, let's go down this road for a change. Well, you are on console. I mean, at least he spoke the truth. Well, half truth. I can't speak for you, Karen, or not, but you are on console. Bruce with the flexing his arms. I see you. I see you over there. Let's see. Do I have crop? Well, it's not my crop, so I don't care. Let's see. I got about 15 minutes, babe. So I'm gonna. Oh, the river. Let's see. Let's just jump the river for the heck of it. We're getting close to the end. Will it go through? Yeah. Woohoo! Got to do something crazy every now and then. So Harley, what what farm are you using on this map? If you're still there, lurking. I had to slam on the brakes there. I've used this farm. I've used the one right across the way that has just about, I think, all the animals on it. And I've made my own farm on this map. Now, my wife on her game say she's only played one game, setting up the Reaper challenge and watching. Yeah, cool. It'll be neat. It'll be neat to see any people's videos on that. Um, I bet she's lurking. Yeah, more than likely. But that's okay. Let her lurk. I lurk too. I lurk a lot, to be honest with you. Sometimes, uh, if a conversation, what did I say I was going to do? I then forgot what I needed to do. We got 12 minutes before we sleep. Heck, I don't know. Let's go ahead and put the equipment up. I'm going to need the tractor. I'm not going to need the harvester today anymore. I don't have a place for that plow. Yeah, there's the baler that I use that gives me 5 times the amount, but I bought it and I hadn't even used it on this gameplay. Game save. Come on. But I think she's using farm 5. Farm 5. There's 6, 5. Oh, that's the same one. No. Yeah, that's the same one we're using. So I've done farm 1, farm 5, and then back here, across the road from farm 2, I built a farm right there. And I'm doing that one again on my video series. But there's a reason why. That's the farm I have on Matt's multiplayer. Farm 5? Which one do you have, Bruce? Do you have farm 2? Yeah, right in the center. Oh yeah, so the starter farm. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, this is the starter farm if you're playing by yourself. So let's hold on. What do we need as far as the animals? I can't even think. Everything should be over there. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna need the trailer. So, Rusty, if you can hear me, um, I don't know if you figured it out earlier. Um, I don't use because I have the animal pen extension. So if you come through this gate right here, now to me it's a video game. I mean, if I run over a cow, then I know in my heart I'm not hurting them. So I come up to this corner right here, and it will allow you to dump the water. Right, so I don't ever come through here anymore because I don't have to worry about that. I just turn on the valve and they get the water they need. But if you pull up to that corner like that, just come in the gate and kind of pull straight, and then you can come out and go right out this gate over here. So just like that. Now Shift Z. I wanted to clear all the trees, but in multiplayer it's part of the roads and costs a lot of money. So on my what do you call it, crap, Alaska Delta Junction. Okay, I did 100% everything on that map, period. Right. I went back and I sold half of the land and the equipment, right? I ended up with like $22 million. I didn't turn it on. So I used that money, or 15 million of it, to buy. I used 15 million of it to buy the roads and stuff on this map, because this is the map that I'm moving to as far as that gameplay. Now, if I go back and sell everything as far as the rest of the land, all the production, everything that I have in the productions, yeah, that would be crazy. I probably still have at least $20 million on that map. But I'm in my eyes, I'm done with that map now. I'm going to keep it the way it is, in case for some reason, because in real life I have family that lives in Alaska. So it may be cool to take a day and just be like, make a little video like, we're gonna go up to Alaska, go see my sister, and I've kind of kept it open as far as like still owning the mining aspect and the trees. So I don't know, I may want to revisit that. Oh, what am I doing? I don't ever keep this silage anyway. Yeah, I love that barn. You wait till you see my new one. If you like this barn, I don't like on the one that I'm going to be using. The one I'm going to be using, I don't like how the manure is in it. But because you really have to go inside the barn into a crazy spot to get the manure out of it. But other than that, it's a good looking barn. Excuse me, I really, really, really like this new barn that I'm going to be using. So I'll give you kind of a little sneak idea of my next series. So when I moved to this map, coming from Alaska to this map, I did up a little small kind of farm, and 33,000. I did up a little small farm, and my wife really likes a certain house that we use. So I told her, I said, we still have the plans from where we built this house. We can have it rebuilt wherever we go. So I put a barn on there, or a house on there, that I know she doesn't like, and told her, I'll have your house rebuilt in Oklahoma. And I made it a small, like narrow, kind of long path. So on the next one, I'm going to go in and we're going to, I'm going to have equipment in, going to cut down the trees, and tear, everything's coming out. As far as, we're totally going to rebuild the farm. We may have to rebuild a tanker if I tear this one up. So, but this will be the last time I use this tanker. Also, I think they got that one fixed. Yeah, Bruce, did you see that? As a matter of fact, this will be my new. This is going to be my new tanker. Liquid transport? No. Animals? It's somewhere weird, I thought. Traders. Bruce, where's the trader at? Where's the trader at? They fixed it. Oh, come on. Too far. Too far. It never updated. Yours didn't update? Did you not see the... have you seen the mods for today? Alright. What's going on now? It may be because I've got the... Let's see. Okay, so this was one of the updates for today. I'm gonna keep that one. Yeah. La da di da. Alright, what kind of time? It's 11:41. So, what else we got left to do? We've done the manure. We've done the slurry. I think I'll take the milk over to the cheese factory. We'll see. We'll see how many cows I can buy with this. If this gives me enough money to buy all the cows I need, then I'll take the milk over to the cheese factory. Whoa, Nelly! That's the best brakes in the world. Is that wall right there? So, there you go. Works like a charm now. Yep. So my new kit's coming together, piece by piece. Glad they fixed it. Yeah, me too. Cause I kind of like that one. I don't know if the amount that it holds is correct, or I don't know how realistic that is. But let's see. Let's go to one. That's only going to give me about 75 cows, I think. So we'll sell the milk and see what we can buy. Digestate 2. So we will find out because I have probably 300,000 liters of digestate. Yeah, the digestate will give me enough what I need. Heck yeah. We can do one load of digestate. I hope I didn't get rid of that little trailer too soon. Digestate is heavy. Yeah, so I'm going to use a Peterbilt truck for now on, and I may use the Phoenix as far as that one that I had set up. The Phoenix was another update that came out today. They got a campfire, like a tent and campfire kind of deal that I thought was pretty cool. They had a sub solar, I think it was called. It's only like, I think 7 meters wide or something like that. But I could see me switching over to that on a small farm. I just don't think that 7 meters is going to cut it as far as a big farm is concerned. Whoops. So let's go see if I can get my cows up to 500. And then from there, it'll just be a matter of pretty much just 10 days. Ooh, it's going to be close. After you sell, I need to go eat and then need to check out some stuff. Then I'll be back. Yeah, so after there's 500. So right here, I'm going to go put this up and then I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to put my equipment up and then I'll end the stream. I'll hop in your video or your voice chat, and I'm going to be running ATS. The map is supposed to be 12 o'clock, which is 13 minutes. So but I'll be in your voice chat when you come back on the Discord. So now where am I going to put this truck? This trailer. You know what? Let's park it over here. Let's line it up right here. Why not? So, Harley, Bruce, Rusty, Aiden, I think Brian came in here at some point. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I hope y'all have a glorious day. Tell your loved ones that you love them. Give yourself a hug. You deserve it. Pat on the back. Whatever. I hope we can all have a positive day. And yeah, I hope you have a glorious day. Aiden, yeah. If I didn't say your name, Aiden, Bruce, Rusty, Harley, Brian. You know what? Let's just go up the list real quick. Let's give everybody in here a shout out. There's Harley, Aiden, Rusty, Bruce. Yeah, I think I covered everybody. Brian might have came in the one earlier. So, you guys have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. And I will see y'all whenever we get together again. Thank you.